Going on, guys? Slay by Blade here. Hopefully you guys are having a good one, and today I'm finally sitting down and doing this Q&A that I talked about doing like a couple months back. I could say that I've been really busy and I just didn't have time to do it, but that would be a lie. I have had nothing but free time as of late. I've just been really busy not doing it. I'm really good at procrastinating and I just didn't get around to it, but today we're going to sit down, we're going to do it. I've got all the questions lined up. You guys asked a lot of great questions. A lot of people ask really similar stuff, so I'm going to try and find one that like best encompasses that question, and I'll answer that instead of saying the same thing over and over again. I'll just try and like knock that one out with one question that'll answer a lot of people's questions and stuff like that. And this is gonna have gameplay behind it just because I didn't feel like just sitting here with you guys staring at me the whole time. Like I feel like I never get to use my gameplays that I get, because I do get some every once in a while, so I wanted to show that off as well. So I'll just be down here in the corner and answering these questions while you guys watch the gameplay as well. So our first question comes from Bear. He wants to know what I do in my spare time when I'm not playing video games or making videos and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't do a lot. Either I'm at work or I'm at school or I'm at the gym. Like I said, I picked up going to the gym pretty recently, and that's really all I do that isn't like work or school. Like I go to school and I go to work, and then when I get home I go to the gym, and then I play with my friends and make videos and stuff. And that's just what I like doing at the moment. I should probably do other stuff, but I don't know. I enjoy what I do, and the gym does take up a good bit of time though, but I would definitely recommend it if you haven't gotten into it. Just, I don't know. That's a different video though, but yeah, that's really all I do. Adrian wants to know what my favorite video game is in the history of me playing video games, and also what's my least favorite. And I'm ashamed to say that I haven't played like a lot of classic games, because I'm admittedly really bad at video games. Like you guys know, I'm not the best at COD, but COD's like the best thing that I'm good at. Like I suck at playing other games. I've told a couple people this recently actually. I bought BioShock because it's like a classic game that I wanted to play and experience. I can't even find the first machine that you get a plasmid out of, and there's a mini map in that game, and I get lost. Like I'm really bad at video games. But I will say one of the favorite games that I've ever played has got to be Batman Arkham Asylum, and a lot of people say that game like kind of like holds your hand and really walks you through it, which I think is probably why I liked it, because I'm not very good at video games, but I got through that one and I really enjoyed the story and stuff. So I would say I really enjoyed that, and I can't really think of a least favorite game right now. I typically enjoy the ones that I play, but I'm sure it was one that I played when I was younger that I just couldn't get through, like Zombies Ate My Neighbors or something. I had no idea what I was doing when I was playing that. Alright, Invictus wants to know what my opinion on bank shotting is, and every time I do a Q&A, which is twice, people have wanted to know what I think about bank shotting, and I think I covered this in the last one as well, so I'm not going to go as in-depth as I did in the last one just because I don't want to keep doing that. You can watch that one if you want to as well. I'll leave a link to the description for that one as well. But bank shotting, I think it can be cool if you do it correctly. I think that some people just like don't go for hard enough banks. Like I feel like that's why it doesn't really get the respect that people believe it deserves, because some people just aren't really trying to hit like the crazy stuff that they could be going for. Instead, like you're hitting people that you could just throw one at instead of hitting something that's like out of reach otherwise. Like I feel like that's what bank shotting should do. Like it should actually like help you take out people who you cannot get without doing some sort of unique angle or something like that. And I feel like that's where bank shotting videos have kind of fallen short recently. I think that they could definitely kind of move towards that direction if they wanted to though. Alright, Alden wants to know how old I am, and I'm 19 right now. I turned 20 in July, so next month I'll be turning 20, which is crazy to say out loud. Like I haven't really thought about that, but 20 pretty soon, but 19 right now, still a teenager, but legal. Max Knives wants to know how long I plan on doing YouTube. Do I want it to turn into a career or anything like that? And honestly, it's always just been more of a hobby for me. It's pretty cool to make like a little bit of money. I'm not going to go into too many details there, but it's just like it's always good to like be paid to do something that you enjoy. I don't expect this to turn into a career by any means. Like I definitely don't think that I'm ever going to get to that point. If it did, it would be interesting, but I still even then wouldn't expect it to remain that way. I still have other things that I want to do in my life, but I mean, you know, like if you're getting paid to do something that you enjoy, keep doing it. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. Like I don't want to like give a date or anything for when I'm quitting, but like I mean it could be kind of soon. It just kind of depends on what's going on with me. Like I'm always pretty busy as far as school and work goes, so I don't know. It could be at any time. It could be a couple of years down the road. I have no idea, but you know, as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to do my best to do this thing until you know I can't anymore. Utility asked if there was one OG knifer that I could bring back to the community and get them started again, who would it be? And I would say Manoobs, but Manoobs actually bought Black Ops 1 a couple days ago. I'm not saying he's going to start making videos, but I am playing with him and stuff, so it would be kind of like a waste of a wish to bring him back. I would love to bring Knife Handler back. He's the only guy that I've kind of lost touch with, because Ryan's really busy doing school and stuff like that, like, you know, Asian. But you know, he's working really hard, and he just got accepted into the college that he applied to, so good for him and everything, but I haven't talked to him in a while, missed the guy and all that stuff. But everybody else I've kind of kept in touch with more or less, so I don't know. I guess I would bring back Ryan if I could. Icy wants to know what my favorite food is, and honestly, it kind of just depends on the day, but like, as of late, I really enjoy lasagna. For a pretty good while now, I've been eating a lot of lasagna, which is pretty good, but, I mean, it could change at any moment. Like, I mean, pizza's always good, too. Like, I don't know. I like stuff like that, though. Pizza and lasagna sound kind of similar. They don't look as similar, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Static Ivy wants to know where I got the name Slay by Blade from, and also wants to know what my favorite COD is. And I'm not going to lie, the name Slay by Blade came from just wanting a name that rhymed, because back when I first started, I had a friend named Feel Some Steel, and I was like, okay, I want my gamer tag to rhyme. And so I just thought on it for a while, and I came out with Slay by Blade, and I don't regret that at all. Like, honestly, I love my gamer tag. I'm so happy with thinking of that, because I was so close to taking the name Knife for My Life. I'm pretty sure that was going to be my name, and then, like, before I changed it, I thought of Slay by Blade, and I was like, I like that a lot more, so that's what I went with. And then my favorite COD is probably going to be Ghost right now, just because, like, that's the game I'm best at. Like, if I could be good at any COD, I'd like to be really good at MW3, but I just don't hit on MW3 that often. But if I could pick one that I was good at, it would be MW3. Axel wants to know if I plan on making episodes in the future. No, Axel, I don't have to. Okay, White wants to know if I ever see myself going past XGMX, and also why did I start the top 5 knifing feeds. As far as getting past XGMX, I do not see myself going any further as someone who hits clips or plays and stuff like that, because I'm just not on the same level that a lot of these people are. But at the same time, I could probably get somewhere doing some like more creative series or just entertaining people. Like, I like to think that I'm more focused on like what's funny than I am on like these crazy clips. I know I run a top 5 feeds, but that's just because like nobody had a top 5 whenever I started. Like, I have the original top 5 knifing plays, because Switchblade, some of you guys might know who that is, some of you might not. One of my inspirations, if not my inspiration, like #1, definitely somebody that I looked up to, and he started a top 5, and it only had like 3 or 4 weeks or something before his channel got hacked, and I was like, I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I think I want to do one of those, because I definitely wanted like the community to grow and like grow together in a way that everybody was like in a spotlight and stuff, and I was like in a position to do that, and nobody else was doing it, so I decided to do that. And I mean, I think it worked out pretty well. Like, I think it's a pretty respected series. I think people want to get involved with it and stuff, and I think that's really cool. I'm really happy that that worked out, but I guess I kind of knocked out both parts of that question right there. Smooth transition and whatnot, but yeah, that's pretty much that. Chubby wants to know if I like Pop-Tarts, and I do like Pop-Tarts, but it's one of those things where it's like, if I have toaster strudels in my freezer, I won't even consider Pop-Tarts, but if I don't have toaster strudels, Pop-Tarts sound pretty good. It's one of those, like, depends on the situation things. Like, Pop-Tarts are pretty good, but if you have a toaster strudel, I mean, like, just throw the Pop-Tarts away. Iced asked what my pussy YouTube goals are for 2015, and not only did he say pussy, but this is also the question that made me realize just how long it's been since I actually said I wanted to do this Q&A, because my goals for 2015 don't even matter now. Like, we're halfway through the year. But I mean, I'm pretty much getting where I want to go. You know, I'm enjoying myself. I'm uploading a lot more often. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but May I did, 3 to 4 uploads, and for June I'm trying to do 4 to 5 uploads. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I'm trying to grind out videos and make them enjoyable and all that good stuff. So things are going in my favor. I've got a couple other things that I'm trying to do that I'm not going to go into too many details, but as of right now, a lot of things are going the way I'd like them to go, and hopefully by the end of 2015 I will have accomplished everything that I want. Jezzard asked what my best clip that I've ever hit is, and also what's the best clip I've ever seen, and I'm like really easily influenced by nostalgia, so probably not even the best clip I've ever seen, but the Manoob Squad is still like one of my favorite knifing clips, and also like White Rondo's Stabby Spinny where he kills those 2 guys on grid. Those are both on grid, so maybe all my favorite clips are on grid. I don't know. That might be something that happened. But either way, and then my best clip that I've ever hit is definitely my kill confirmed quad throwing knife on Whiteout. I hit it in like a live commentary. I'll put a link to that on the screen or maybe in the description or something as well. But that was pretty great because I just like freaked out, and I don't really hit crazy clips that often. You guys know that. I get like close kind of, but more often than not I don't pull them off. So when I hit that, I got really excited. JDM wants to know if I use any control freaks or scuff and stuff like that. I do not own a scuff. I just don't really see how it applies to knifing. A couple people have scuffs, and I guess maybe they do work for them, but I don't have one. But I have always used control freaks. I don't really remember the kind that I have. Like I feel like it's kind of weird that they have different kinds, because it seems like it's just like things that lengthen your analog sticks. Like I don't think the name really matters or whatever, but yeah, I have control freaks, and I do think that they help. Like I don't mean to downplay it at all. They certainly seem to like help with your accuracy and stuff like that, and that's saying a lot for me, seeing as how I can't hit shit anyway. So if I feel like it helps me, it's definitely going to help some better players too. Alright, Nitro wants to know if I prefer throwing knives or tomahawks, and definitely throwing knives. Like, I'm an Infinity Ward guy through and through. BO1 is a pretty great COD, but I can't stand BO2, so I can't say I'm a Treyarch guy. I do not enjoy BO2 combat axes, which actually isn't in the question, but throwing knives or tomahawks, I pick throwing knives because they've been solid throughout the Infinity Ward games. Electric asked if I'm having a good day on January 30th. Holy shit, I'm so sorry for waiting so long to do this. But yeah, I was probably having a good day. I'm definitely having a good day today, so thank you for asking. I hope you were then too, and now. Targustin wants to know if I'll redo the video talking about how I started knifing in general, and yes, I can totally do that. There's actually a couple commentaries I should probably redo just because I have a slightly larger audience now, and I used up like a lot of good commentary ideas whenever I was a smaller channel, and it's like one of those things where, you know, I'm pretty young, like I don't have like a ton of life experiences, so I can't just like keep spitting out stories and stuff, especially because I don't really do anything like I said earlier, so I don't really have like a bunch of stories to tell now, so I've got some interesting ones that I could probably redo if you guys want. But yeah, the story about how I started knifing is pretty solid, like it's a pretty interesting story, so I can do that for sure. Nicholas wants to know what college I'm attending, and he also wants to know what I'm majoring in. And I think I've said this in one other video, but I'm attending the University of South Carolina, and I'm majoring in media arts, and I'm also attempting to apply for the School of Graphic Design. That's one that you have to wait a little bit, and it's kind of weird since I'm not really a designer or an editor in the community, but it's something that I enjoy. My designers in XJMX give me a lot of shit for the stuff that I make, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but I enjoy it, so, you know, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Lapper wants to know where I think the knifing community will be in a year, and I do think I'm a pretty good person to ask about that because I've been involved in it in, you know, one way or another for about 4 years now. I'm coming up on my 4th year doing YouTube, which is pretty crazy. But I honestly think we're just going to keep growing and start getting more and more respect because honestly, like, things have just changed crazily in the past year or two. Like, people have been getting, like, really big. Like, people are getting acknowledged for knifing and stuff. You know, it used to be like a joke almost to, like, see a knifer in a bigger team. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. But now it's a completely real possibility, and I think that's really cool. I'm not going to try and compare it to any other instances in history where the minority has, you know, come up from the bottom, because it's not that big a deal. But it's cool. I'm happy with the way things are going. VoidAX asks, why didn't I get a PS3? Because the people on PS3 have so much swag, and honestly, I was a PC gamer for a really long time, and then all my friends at school started getting Xboxes, so I got an Xbox, and that's why I never ended up getting a PS3, because the PS3 didn't really, like, rise to prominence until after I had an Xbox. Like, people started getting PS3s, and, like, the PS4 got all that hype, and, like, now there are a lot more people on PlayStation, but, like, back whenever I got an Xbox, there weren't that many people on PS3, as far as I know, at least. And, you know, now actually, like, a lot of PC gamers are starting to show up, which is kind of cool because, like, I used to do PC, and I feel like I might actually be pretty decent if I played PC. But yeah, I mean, I've just always had an Xbox. Targuster again, rubbing salt in my wounds, asked if I have a girlfriend and what's her name. So, no, and Margaret. Zoa wants to know what my dream job is, like what do I want to work towards in my life, and honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I just really want to be involved with film and stuff like that. I honestly have, like, tried or at least thought about writing like TV shows and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I could, like, come up with some actually pretty good, you know, like, dialogue and stuff like that if I took the time to do it. Like, I watch a lot of like, political shows. I don't want to say like you know, actual political shows, but like The Daily Show, Colbert Report, even though, you know, both of those shows are almost over at this point. Well, Colbert Report is, but also like Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, I just started watching that. Like, I feel like I could write for those shows. Like, I would like to get involved with something like that. I don't really want to direct or anything like that, but it would be cool to, you know, to be able to, like, operate cameras or just, like, help with the editing process and stuff like that. Like, I just really want to be involved with film in one way or another. Like, I really enjoy that kind of creative aspect and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I guess, you know, I'll announce the next time I'm going to do one of these, and then I'll make the video 6 months later again. So thank you guys for your questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the gameplay. I think it was pretty nice. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for 15,000 subscribers. I haven't had a chance to say that yet, but that means the world to me. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content and stuff like that, and I will see you guys later. You guys take it easy. Peace.